Hello, students. I want to take this time to talk to each and every one of you. I'm sad the school year is coming to an end. Congratulations to you, 11th grade, or for some of you, 12th grade, and graduation is behind you. And I just wanted to let you know I'm very proud of you. I wanted to say thank you for making my first year of teaching really awesome. Each and every one of you made that happen. And love each of you. And just wanted to leave you with one final thought. We've looked at a lot of stories of heroes and we've studied. And I just want you to know never, ever, ever that anyone denigrates your talents and your gifts and awesome abilities. They have been placed in you, and just stick with the people in life who encourage you, who build you up, because you guys are all awesome individuals with awesome, super bright futures and are going so many awesome places. I heard a story one time, and where a watch had been passed down from a gentleman and his family for generations, kind of like a family heirloom. And this watch had been placed and given in the family over time. And finally, the man got a little bit older, and he finally gave it to his daughter and said, "Here you go. You can have the watch. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. You can keep it, or you can try to sell it for money." So the daughter goes, and she needed some money for her college savings and for her life fund. And so she said, I kind of don't really care for this old watch. I'll just sell it and get some money from it. So she goes down to the local pawn shop, and she pulls in, and they've got, all the stuff hanging on the walls, the guitars, the old surfboards, and everything anybody doesn't want anymore. But it was a cool toy at the time. And the owner, big guy, comes over, looks at the watch, and he goes, yeah, it's an old watch there. I'll give you $10 for it. I can't make any money off this. The daughter sighed. She's like, drat. I knew this thing wasn't worth anything. She twirls the watch around in her hand a couple times, and it's like trying to decide what to do. Stuck between wanting to watch to pay for her lunch, but she decided she better wait and see if she can get a better offer from somebody. So she quickly said goodbye to the shop owner, and she drives across town to the antique shop. And you get the old musty smell as she walks into the antique shop. Stuff everywhere, kind of semi-organized, but just kind of feels like junk unless you're really into it. And some of it's beautiful, kind of whole mismatch of things. And after she gets inside, there's an older gentleman, kind of thin, wiry old man, and he's standing behind a big glass counter with thick spectacles with all of these watches and old gold chains and all this kind of antique looking jewelry is sitting inside this big glass case. So she thinks, wow, maybe I've come to find the right place. And a big old smile starts to creep across this guy's face when his daughter came in. And I was thinking, oh, wow, he really likes this watch. Now I'm going to get my money. He's like, wow, the man, the antique dealer exclaimed, I haven't seen one of these watches in years. And then he just goes on talking, when you get in one of those situations. He gushes about how he had met his first wife while wearing this model watch. He went on to recount all these sentimental memories attached to the watch. And the daughter was thinking, yes, finally, good thing I didn't take that $10 from the pawn shop dealer. I've come to the right place. He's going to give me an awesome price for this watch. And so the councilman, he goes and he fiddles with the watch, turns it over, and then he just starts inspecting it. He starts looking at the back, and he starts looking at the details and some of the jewels and designs a little closer. And he said, well, that piece is a little damaged here. And the second hand, as you can see it here, the second hand is stuck. Probably needs a new battery. I definitely got to put some work into it, polish it up, kind of get some of the grease and the gunk and all the stains off it here. He said, but because I value it for sentimental reasons, I'll give you $200. My daughter's thinking, yeah, okay, that sounds pretty good. That was enough for her and her husband to go out for several date nights. She was about to shake his hand until she remembered something about that look in her eye that her father had given her when he handed her the watch. Deciding to follow her conscience instead of following her head, daughter quickly pulled back her hand along with the watch and decided to head for the door. But where was she to go next? She had one last stop. Getting into the car, she headed south into the downtown until she reached the art museum. And climbing the steps of the art museum, she reached inside. and told the lady at the front she needed an appraisal of a watch. And as it always goes, do you have an appointment? The lady asked with a stern expression. No, the daughter replied. Well, young lady, I'm sorry, but we don't see anyone. It's really important. If you just have a few minutes of someone's. But before she could finish her sentence, she was interrupted by a tall, thin lady with a smile pursed across her lips. And she wore a badge of museum curator and had a sense of belonging to her walk. What's the issue here? The curator asked. This young girl does not have an appointment, the lady at the desk complained. Oh, that's quite all right. I do believe I can squeeze her in now, the curator said with a smile after casting an admiring eye at the watch she had spied in the daughter's hand. The daughter broke into a wide smile. Finally, she thought, as she went back with the long, dark hallway to the curator's office. Inside the office, the watch went through a full examination without a word. The curator poked and prodded, studied, and interrogated every inch of the watch, turning it over and over and over. After staring into space for a long several minutes, the daughter just couldn't take it any longer. What's wrong with the watch? She exclaimed. The curator broke into a wide smile. Why, nothing. I just had to be sure it was real. You see, I'm an Art Deco specialist, and you have a very nice piece here. We're going to have to sell it at auction, and a percentage will go here to the museum. But if you decide to sell it, you will receive $25,000. Students, surround yourself with people in life who value you. Surround yourself with people who truly love you. People value things at different levels. Stay in your life with people who value you for the awesome jewel and the person that you are. You know, the watch in the story didn't change. It's the same watch. The value people placed on that watch changed. Follow people in life who value you and encourage you in the awesome people that you are. You are all awesome students. There's artists among you. There's basketball players. There's baseball players. There's awesome writers. There's awesome mathematicians. There's thinkers. There's creators. There's awesome friends, leaders, speakers, introverts, science-minded. There's so many awesome gifts and talents and abilities that each and every one of you have. And never let let these things go unvalued. You were created for awesome things. You were created to change the world. Go out, do it, believe it, come and do it. The world is yours. I'm very proud of each of you, and thank you for letting me be your teacher this year. Thank you so much, and have a great summer, guys.